Hello, welcome one more time to Hola Esch. I'm Juan Carlos Blanco, your host, and today we have the privilege to announce that Nathalie Braas.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here. I was searching for you. I asked your coach. I asked your friends around. They told me that definitely Nathalie is going to be the one which is going to give us motivation to keep playing this sport. She's a volleyball player. She has been playing, how many years have you played volleyball?
Well, I think I started at the age of 7, so now for 20 years almost.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why? What was that?
Well, first when I was in preschool, I played tennis, and my mom always had to bring my brother to the volleyball training, so I was sitting on the tribune. And just at one time, the coach said that I could just join the practice. So yeah, that's how I started to play volleyball.
And why you didn't stay in tennis? Tennis, I think, is more attractive and fancy.
So at the first time I played both at the same time, but then I think I just preferred to play team sports rather than a single sport.
All right. I know you you are with your brother, which is also pretty famous in Luxembourg, a good setter in Luxembourg. Why both of you choose volleyball? It was because of your parents? It was because of the neighborhood?
So my dad was playing volleyball, and we have been in the gym since we were babies, and we saw the sport, so I think that took a big impact on it, but they never forced us to play volleyball, so it was our own choice to play volleyball.
All right. So can you tell me how that started? When you were young, you started playing mini and then scolaire, but then when it started to get serious, like you say, okay, I'm going for this really serious and I'm gonna go all.
I think I was in it fully very early, already as a kid, because at one point I played minim and scolaire, and so it went on to the women team pretty early, I think around 13, 14 years already.
Okay.
And I think since day one I was really into it.
Right, all right. And as I know, you were hitter. You were, I don't know if middle blocker, opposite or outside. Outside. So who was the coach or who was the person telling you have to be outside hitter in that time?
So it's a longer story.
Okay, we are here for that.
In 2015, I broke my ACL. So after that, our setter in Volva, she left for university, and we had no more setter. At that time, it was Serge Carré who was our coach.
Okay.
So he talked to me, and yeah, then we took the decision that I changed position also because of the knee. It's less pressure on the knee than in spiking. And yeah, so I talked also to the coach of the national team because it was a big choice to make. And I wanted to play the same positions in both teams, so in national team and in club. And that was Detlef Schönberg at that time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I took the decision.
But before going to the setter, how were you as an outside hitter? Were you that good? I consider yourself, okay, you are, for me that I know a bit of volleyball and I see the whole league in here, you are one of the good setters in here, the top one. But were you as an outside hitter that good as you are as a setter?
I think it's difficult to compare both positions. But I think I was an important receiver for my team, and in spiking I was more the tactical one, so playing blockouts or tips.
Oh, okay.
I was not the hard spiker. Well, sometimes yes, but yeah. I don't know if I was better on one position than on the other one. I think it's hard to tell.
The transition at the really beginning of the process.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk, I moved from outside hitter to opposite. You say, okay, that's easy because I have not stress for the reception. I have just to attack. Middle blocker, you are not that tall. But when we talk about setter, is the most difficult one. So was it for you that transition really a stress, or was something like a gift? You have that condition.
Well, I talked also a lot to my brother about the decision, because as he is a setter, he knows how it is to be a setter. And I think it wasn't easy at all to do the transition. I trained a lot during the summer holidays. I did many private, let's call it a private lesson or single practices with both coaches. So I trained a lot in Serge's garden where he put up a net. And, yeah.
So it was difficult. You practice more than you should, as I could see. And here is so important when you study, you don't have that much time to practice. So how manage you to practice when you have no time for it?
That's a good question. We had practice in the evening, so during summer it was easy because I had holidays, so I had a lot of free time, so I could invest this time in playing or practicing. But at some point I also I already was at university, so I only came back on Fridays to practice. I had the chance to practice in Germany too, so in Wiesbaden, in their second team. But
it was the same team that Annalena was?
No.
No?
No, Annalena played in their first Bundesliga.
But it was in the same city, no?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, the process was difficult. You put a lot of effort by yourself. What about your personal life? What about the girl? Because I have a daughter, the one from there. Every time she's like complaining about the time, I don't have time to go with my friends, I don't have time for it. Were you this kind of person like, okay, I would like to do that, or you just were focusing, okay, I have to play better?
I think what made it easy for me is that my best friends are in my team. So
Okay.
I can compare, I can connect both things, friends and volleyball. So that was pretty easy for me.
Nice. So you were this, as I know, that gifted girl who was born to play volleyball. You were playing every time in the same club, were you?
Yes.
Which is?
Valfa.
Everybody knows she plays for Valfa. She has many titles in here. It's unbelievable how she plays. I like the way she plays. How many championships have you taken already?
I can't answer the question. That's really not. I don't know, but I just play season for season, and I don't care. I don't count my titles. No.
All right, because there are a lot. As I know, every time I don't know, like 5 years in a row. I don't know.
I think the 3 last years we did the double, and last season there was no ending of the season. Yeah.
To keep that motivation, because nevertheless, even if we are in Luxembourg, it's important that every time you are focused on that, every time you want the championship. So for you to keep the motivation, perhaps you are okay, I'm gonna win this season again. I know this season is going hard. It's a bit difficult because the teams now they are getting like stronger and more competitive, which is also fun because it's not gonna be that easy. This is the way I see it. So are you already motivated, or do you find the motivation in your friends?
I think it's a mix of both. We don't lose the motivation for playing, because then the club also took the decision to play the Challenge Cup, which was another motivation to do better and improve. But also, if you are the hunted one, then you don't want to lose and you want to improve, and yeah.
I think when I talk with many of the Luxembourgish team in here, they are saying it's easy. No, it's easy because they have 5 or 6 girls in the national team, so everything is easy. It's easy for you, or you are putting effort on it. It's like, okay, it's gonna be easy. I'm just going Friday to practice, and we're gonna win.
No.
So I want people to explain to explain them that is not easy. It's not because you have 5 or 6 girls from the national team. I don't know how many are 3 or I don't know how many.
Yeah, at the moment only 2. Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah.
All right. So it's still hard for you to win the championship, isn't it?
Yeah. I think everybody has to put the best effort in it to practice, because it doesn't come from its own. So we have to practice as a team, and everybody has to give it its all, so that we can win. Because it's a lot about also the team spirit, which led us to titles, I think. Not only the volleyball playing, the talent, but also the team spirit.
Talking about team spirit, is it easy to find it?
No.
When I see you guys, you are like you are locked. Nobody gets in. I don't know if you're allowed to somebody to get out, but you look like solid. So it is just because you grew up together, or it's because I'm Nathalie and everybody have to be here with me. So how is the system to build that confidence, that trust between you guys?
I think that it's easier because we know each other for a long time, and we played with each other for some years. But either way, there are always new players who come into the team, and I know girls are difficult sometimes. Everybody has his own character, so it might look easy, but it's a lot of work also I think it's also a work that the coach has to invest also. Last season we also did some psychological training, so that helped too. I don't think that it's that easy.
Is Nathalie easy as a person? Is she that easy setter that every time is friendly, saying, yeah girl, please hit the ball? Or are you that easy girl, or you are these setters who say, hey, come on, you're 1-1, you're not killing the ball, come on?
I think a bit of two, if I'm honest. I'm not always the kindest one. I think because I'm really hard on myself, and I want others to do their best too, so sometimes I might be too hard on other people, but I don't get mean or something. I just want to push them to their limits.
Keep talking about Nathalie, because this is not just to talk about volleyball, it's to talk about general about you. What represents for you to put that jersey with the Luxembourg flag on it? How do you feel when you go for a competition abroad and you are representing this country?
I think that I'm really proud to do it, even if we are a really small country and we are not playing that high level, but even though it's nice to wear that jersey and to play for your country. I don't know if you did the same, but it's an honor to do it.
Me, I did the same for many years. I represent my country, which is not that small. It's in Venezuela, South America. But we were really small in volleyball in that time. So to start to show ourselves was difficult. But I think I play in that gold generation that everybody, they were good. We were playing for, 20 years together, and we could also play important tournaments around the world, World Championship, World Cup, Olympic Games. So we were, after that generation, unfortunately, nothing happened. And now they just qualify also for the Olympics. So when you were representing your country, were people around you proud of it? Because what I see here, when we talk about sports, is not, I think they don't really, this is what I'm feeling, they don't really care, they don't really put that passion. Like when you talk about the bicycle, the Tour de France, they are really passionate about it. But talking about volleyball, were they passionate when you were representing your country? Honestly.
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I think Luxembourgish people are really passionate when the sportsman is really good, like, I don't know, Bob Jungels, who is doing a great job in cycling. Then they get excited and follow the sports also. But I think volleyball is too small that people are really excited about it. I think it's more the family that gets excited and is proud of the players, but I think the country itself, not really.
It's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
To talk honestly about it. I think vol is, what I see is football here. Okay, yeah. When you do cycling, it's something above, but there is handball, basketball, and then volleyball. This is what I see.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that. So representing your country, you put a lot of effort, you do your best, but then unfortunately the fans are not there as you wanted. Is what do you feel also?
Yeah, I think yes, it's exactly what you were saying, and I think it's a pity because it's such a nice sport, but I think for some people that are not into it, it's too difficult sometimes to understand, and so they don't watch it.
One of the reasons, Natalie, that I'm doing this podcast is because of that. I would like to people know who is this girl and what she sacrificed. She sacrificed her knee, her body, her parties, holidays. Not just because you wanted to be a better player, it was also because you dream would put that jersey and represent your country. And here I love the attitude of people around, but when we talk about sports, it's a bit complicated, and I think we have to push and let them know the effort you are putting on it.
I think you see it also with the new generation, which I find really, sad, because there are less kids that put that much effort in the sports, and I'm afraid that volleyball would die in some years here in Luxembourg because
No.
yeah, but I don't see the youngsters or many youngsters that sacrifice themselves for volleyball, and I think it's really sad.
I'm just crossing my fingers because through this pandemic, this process, everybody is just waiting for the time that everything is gonna be open. And when they open, I hope all the kids are gonna be tired to be every time in their electro device, and they will go again to practice. This is what I'm hoping, because we really need that. But we are gonna not change the world now, but we are doing our best. Nathalie, now, I asked you to bring with you that jersey. Can you please show me your jersey?
Yeah.
This is why the number 5?
Normally I wear number 6, but our captain is wearing number 6, so I took 5. I don't know.
What's her name?
Isa,
please. Next time you give it to her and she have to wear the 6. And behind. Tell me about that competition. That competition that you felt good, that you feel, wow, it was the ambient, the team we were playing. I don't know, which competition was it?
Well, it was in 2017 when we played in San Marino. It's like the Olympic Games of the European small countries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice because it's not only a tournament of volleyball, but also basketball, swimming, athletics, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the atmosphere is always really nice. But I think in that special tournament, there was a lot of emotions in the team. We ended up being third, and we had really tough games during the tournament. And I think we really grew together during that week.
Nice, nice. Tell me now that experience with the national team that you were like, oh, disappointed about everything, yourself, team. You say, okay, perhaps this is the time that I have to stop, or I practice a lot and we didn't perform as well. So which one was that competition? Don't cry.
No.
It's not allowed here.
No. I really can't name one special tournament or something, but there are always games in between where you feel really frustrated, and yeah, you ask yourself, why did I train that much for this?
Did it happen for you, Nathalie, that as a setter, that you lose a game and you think it was because your choice, you made the wrong choice? Perhaps it was in the fifth set and you play with the best, with your opposite, and she was 1-on-1, but she attacked bad, and in the other corner was another one, and I don't know. Did you ever feel this?
Not especially that I messed up one special ball, and we lost because of this ball, but I'm really self-critical, so I always, at first point, I go and search for the mistakes on myself, which isn't so good, I think, but that's my character and I have to deal with it. I have to learn about it, but...
Learn about what specific?
Learn about not being so perfectionist.
Okay. For a setter, it's complicated now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when, for example, a normal question for a setter, when do you know that it was her mistake or it was a wrong ball?
Yeah, you can never know, but I know this, but...
It could be an excuse because the ball could look perfect and she attacked out and she said, yeah, a bit high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as a setter it's mentally really tough. But yeah, you can always grow and learn, and yeah, I think it's a really mental position where you have to think a lot I'm a person that wants to give always the perfect set, which is not possible.
But it's looking good. You are doing a good job. Nathalie, now let's talk about who is Nathalie outside of volleyball. Mm-hmm. So Nathalie is that friendly girl who loves cats, or...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I love cats too.
No?
Dogs? No, I don't really good with animals. But yeah, tell me about it. Who are you? What is your hobby? Anything.
Yeah, so in my professional life, I'm a speech therapist. I'm working with dyslexic children.
Okay.
In that short free time that I have, I love cooking, for example, or baking. Or sometimes just chill before in front of Netflix.
Okay.
Or just doing stuff with my friends, inviting them and having a nice evening or so.
Talking about the cooking, are you this a spectacular cooker like me? Because I love cooking, but I don't know how to. So, or you know how to, because I love cooking. But then when I go there, I have no idea. I just start to mix things.
Yeah, it's the same with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it always, or most of the time, ends up being good. So.
Okay, yeah.
But sometimes I can't cook twice the same thing because I don't remember what I put in it exactly. So.
And having this book behind me that sometimes I see the picture and I say, okay, I'm going for this. And I try to follow the recipe. And then when I'm just looking at the picture, so I'm doing that and that and that. And when I see the final results, is completely different than what I'm seeing in the picture. Did it happen to you also?
Yeah.
Oh. Talking about the therapist, this is something like really, really attract my attention because it's I don't know, but for me it sounds difficult to teach how to talk properly.
Yeah. So at the moment I'm working more with kids that need to learn how to read and write. So it's not about the talking. I did this 2 years ago. But now I'm focusing more on the reading and writing. But yeah, it's really difficult. The kids are frustrated too because they can't read and they can't write, and yeah, they always have bad notes in school. So
why, Natalie? Why did you choose that? Because yeah, everybody here they want to be teachers, but this one you have to have a special patient,
yeah.
I would say, and just go into details how to try to deal with them and teach them, no?
Yeah, I knew pretty early that I wanted to work with kids because I love to be creative, and in my job you have to be really creative because you have to read and write, but doing something special. So I'm playing actually with the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really nice to help people. And
does it bring you, economic satisfaction? Yeah, because you're working for that. But does it bring you another kind of sensation of feeling that is spaceless?
yeah, I would say so. If you see the kids happy or come to you and said, "Oh, I wrote an A in school," and you help them to do this, so it's satisfying to see the kids.
What about the way around? Have you been like frustrated because you couldn't help the way you wanted someone?
Yeah, so many kids have a disorder, so you can't put this away. It's there, and they will improve, but they will never read or write properly. So yeah, in some point it's also frustrating. It depends on how bad it is. Yeah.
Getting back, I love your job is for me unbelievable. It's amazing. I love it. Getting back to volleyball, which one was that goal, that dream that you had, perhaps to play abroad, perhaps to play in that league? What would happen if you could practice more and have more free time? You will fight to achieve that goal. Were you that girl who was dreaming about playing that division in that country?
I think every kid dreams about being a professional player or so. I think I was pretty unlucky because the point where I went to university was also the time I broke my ACL, so everything was messed up. I didn't play for over 1 year. I did recovery, and then I switched positions. So it was hard for me to say, okay, now I'm going to play abroad and play in one really good league. And also, I was really into my team, and I didn't want to leave them because it was going well. So I had the feeling that if I will go abroad, that I will leave them back, and so I'm fine with.
So your friends, they are really important in your life.
Yeah, I have like 2 or 3 really good friends, and this is also enough for me, I think.
2 or 3, you say? Can you say just one of them?
Yeah, my best friend is Betty, who is also playing with me.
The other 2 now, they would be jealous. So name 3 of them. I just wanted to create a fight, but
no, I don't like this question.
the other two girls that they are really your friends.
Yeah, the other one is Liz, which stopped playing volleyball, unfortunately, but she had also some health problems. But yeah, I think the 3 of us are like a little trio infernale. So.
All right.
yeah, these ones are the really...
Regards to all of them. Nata, I called you Nata. Can I call you Nata? No, Nathalie. We are polite in here. Nathalie, now that you see yourself, how consider yourself, how you evaluate yourself as a setter with the level you have, which is good enough in Luxembourg? Could you play in another country if you have the opportunity and you say, you know, I guess that with my level I could play here, and I would like to play here if I would have the opportunity to?
I don't like to judge myself, but my national coach, Herman, he always tells me to go to Belgium to play there. But for me at the moment, I build up my life here in Luxembourg, and I gain a lot of money with my job, and just to stop this and go and play abroad for not much money, that's not an opportunity for me. So I'm not really thinking about it.
It's a fact that when we take the decision to play professional, if you have something stable, like earning good, and you go abroad, even if you are gonna earn the same money every time, it's like, okay, here I'm earning good and I'm not depending of my body. So there, if you go, even if you are gonna earn more, every time is the fact that from one day to other you could be injured, and the next day they send you home. So it's a huge risk.
Yeah.
Talking about risk, are you this person who avoid risk, or risk is part of your life?
I think I'm more a person that takes risks. So I broke my ACL, I had some other injuries. I would say that I take risks, but with caution.
Okay.
I always know my limits, and yeah.
Who is your advisor? Who is the person that you every time say, you know, I'm thinking what the coach is telling me, but should I or not? Is your brother, is your parents? Or?
Yeah, my family, I would say. So my brother he had the chance to play abroad, so he knows how it is, and we are talking a lot about it. But for me, it was never a question to do that step.
No.
No.
No regrets.
No, I'm okay with it, how it went until now, so I'm happy.
Okay, now, Nathalie, let's say that there are few girls coming up, and they know Nathalie, and they know how you play, and they are following you. What could you tell them to make them feel attracted to the volleyball, to the position, to sacrifice, party, nobody's going to party now, but to sacrifice your free time and just invest as much as possible practicing the sport you love?
Yeah, I think it's difficult because I think the person also has to feel the love for the sport, and you can't teach them to feel what I feel or what you feel for the sport. But what is important, if you really want it, you have to focus on it and really invest into it, even if you cannot party or if you lose a part of your time without friends or doing other stuff. But I think it's difficult to teach someone or to give them advice about it. It's a feeling that you have to have inside of you.
What is coming next in Nathalie's life? Are you gonna play just one more year? You're gonna play as much as possible? Are you planning to your own company? I don't know. What is coming next?
Nothing special, I think. So I didn't plan to stop.
Nice.
I always told my mom I'm gonna be there 65-year-old still playing, but at the moment I think my body will not do this.
Okay.
yeah, I just continue. I am looking forward every year and year.
Talking about your body, how are you feeling with your body? You are in that age that is nice to be 28, 20. Congratulations. It was your birthday a few days
Yeah,
ago.
thank you.
So how do you feel now? Because 28, 30, you are in that age that you know what you want, you know your body, you know when you are heavy, you know when you lose some kilos, so, and you have some experience. How do you feel? How is the process now for you? Is the best or is still a bit more?
You can always improve. So I'm not feeling at my best, but also not at my worst.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, we are also working a lot with our fitness coach, and I think it's very important for the health of the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if the body is tired, then just happens what happened to me, and also I think to you. No, you had ACL, no?
Yeah.
So
I had this.
yeah, if you're not taking care of your body, it will end up very badly.
Listen, tell me about your routine before games.
Mm-hmm.
Are you this girl who every time is doing something? Okay, I have to eat this and that and that and that. This is a traditional question that I'm making because I love how athletes are changing routine.
I think it's very important to have a pre-game routine.
Okay.
So
Tell me the pre and the post, please.
yeah.
If you
I always eat properly, and then I will do a little nap.
Okay. Little nap means 4 hours or
No, like 30 minutes maybe.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then normally I get myself ready, and then I will listen to music and take...
I guess this is salsa. Do you listen to salsa? No. Okay. What do you listen at?
Everything.
You have your playlist pre-game.
Yeah, we have a team pre-game playlist, so I will turn it up and drive to the game, eat something, and then
when you say eating healthy, what it means? Like a ribs pork shop or what? Do
yeah.
No.
No, eating vegetables and noodles, or yeah, just eating.
Every time the same, like before a game.
No, I'm not that strict, but
okay. And what about during your week? Are you on diet? Are you just eating whatever you want to, or you take care of what you eat?
I would say that I take care of it, but I love to eat healthy, so it's nothing special for me. And I was raised up like this, so...
All right.
Yeah. So, and then when I arrive at the gym, we have our own team routine, I would say. Yeah, and after the game, normally we would go party, but
Not now.
in Corona times it's not possible. Okay. So, yeah, for the moment I don't have a after game routine. We go to the shower and have some fun, but
it's not the same, yeah.
no.
Talking about the comfort zone, will Nathalie play in another team? Can it be?
I can't imagine for the moment. No.
Not at all.
No.
It could be a challenge, Nathalie. Think about just, I'm going to play against my best friend and I'm going to beat them.
I don't like the idea. No.
I'm just trying to create some drama in this episode, but no, it's not working.
There's enough drama in women's teams, so you don't need to put drama in it.
But you know, I'm coaching guys and girls, and okay, the experience that I have so far with the girls, once you attract their attention in the right way, they follow you. And the drama is, it's drama. Sometimes when you have your typical day of the month that you have in your stress, which is normal. I have triggers at home, so I know about drama. But at the end, it's all right. No, it's not that bad as people think.
No. No, I think you had our coach here some weeks ago, and
Yeah.
I think at the beginning he was afraid to coach a women's team, but I think we are not that bad.
He was talking, when we finished the podcast, he was talking like, the truth is they are really, really nice. So it was, he's proud of all of you. And I think the way he talked, he was pretty open to listen, to have a feedback also, which is also important. I think this is the new style of coaching. It's not just saying you do that and that. It's also receiving how do you feel? What do you think? Should we play more in D or no? Is it like that?
Yeah, and I think it helps a lot that he's so open, because you have to listen to girls and listen to their problems.
Okay.
But no, we are really open to each other. Also, when we don't like something with his coaching, we tell him, and he's open and will change. And
nice. Nathalie, this is the end. Something that you want to say, something that I didn't ask you, something that you feel proud of. Now is the time.
I don't know. I'm just proud how... No, I don't know.
I loved her way of being. She's so natural. We are talking with one of... I don't know if another setter has more titles than you. I don't know, but I know that every picture that I see in national team, you are there. Every title somebody taking it, you are there. So you are one of the most successful setters in the country. I don't know before, because I don't really know the story about setters in Luxembourg, but the way you are doing and your ambition, because you are still ambitious to win more and more and more, is just fantastic. And yeah, I don't know if I should say congratulations for that, because some of us, when we are getting titles, we say, yeah, it's enough, I'm tired, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. So I think you are still in that process of fighting, and you are learning also in the process, because you mentioned that. So Nathalie, thank you 1,000 times to come here. Thank you for sharing your volleyball career, your life with us. Every time Hola Esch is going to be open for you. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Ciao.
Ciao.